Welcome back to Tyranny and welcome to Sentinel Stand. We are about to try to investigate if this place is still haunted by the Edict of Storm, and while we're at it, try to find the daughter of Graven Ash. Can't get through there. We're gonna have to find a way through here.
Kyros' wrath still tears at the great fortress of Sentinel Stand.
There must be a way through, right? This looks promising over here. But first, grab that. I also noticed that you guys are flashing. What do you want to talk about?
And so, civil war divides the armies of mighty Kyros. The reckoning that comes of this failure will be great indeed. We find ourselves in the darkest times. Brothers and sisters who fought for a similar cause now skewer each other over blighted lands in the favor of distant powers.
What would you have done at Vendrian's Well?
Backing the disfavored was the only logical choice. Graven Ash is the only Archon worthy of your confidence, and you were wise to recognize as much. Naturally, I would have done the same.
I figured.
Whatever others might say about what happened in Vendrian's Well, you acted from instinct. I can't help but respect that.
Thank you. I have a feeling Verse is gonna have a slightly different opinion. Ooh, unlock the new loyalty ability, Iron Storm. Swords and javelins emerge and fly into a cloud of iron. And they rain down. So it's an AoE centered around cards. That's pretty fancy. Also, have I maxed you out? No, there's one more at 4.5. Cool. What about Verse?
So, the Scarlet Chorus and Disfavored are at each other's throats. Can't say I didn't see that coming, but the Archons might have waited until one war was over before they started another.
If I ask her about my decision, I'm probably gonna either lose favor or gain fear. So maybe try the other one. Their war doesn't interest me.
Funny sentiment, considering you're in the center of it. Not that I'm judging. I'll say this much. Our time together is anything but dull. My blades are yours for as long as you'll have me.
Cool. So I didn't get anything from that. Maybe I should have gotten something instead of nothing. Let's check her abilities. I'm almost at her maximum. And I could... She's appalled by my honorable ways. That's cute. Can't help but like her, despite her being a bloodthirsty savage. There's something about her. Also, she looks pretty badass, let's be honest. Oh, hello. Are you with a disfavored? Are you a, like, deserter or something? Heavy bronze crested helm. Eric, is that an upgrade? No. Hi there. The scout straightens as you approach, squinting through the harsh wind. Are you the support that Ash sent out? Yes, I'm Tunon's Fatebinder. Glad to hear it. You can never be too careful out here. I'm half blind from the storm, and you agents of the court don't always stand out. No offense. We've been patrolling the outer walls, but there's no sign of the enemy. Either they know not to come here, or they're better at hiding than I credited. Damn rebels shift about like the winds they do. Have you run into any of the Unbroken? And if you remember, the Unbroken was a army from the province of Stalwarts. More than a fortnight ago, but she dashed right quick before we could knock arrows. They're a cautious lot, but cunning. Not even Kyros could have expected them to use the storm to their advantage. Can we enter the fortress? In these winds? I wouldn't venture to try it if I had 1,000 shields to guard me. Come take a look and you'll understand. I will, but I kinda wanna scout out the location. There might be hidden secrets. Yes!
You see what
Nice.
I see?
That paid off well. Now, show me what you have. Is there anything up here? There might be. No. Oh, that looks kinda harsh. Might have trouble with that. Nothing has changed. This is the very storm that shattered the Unbroken and disfavored alike. Thank you for bringing me here, Fatebinder. Beric regards the wind wall and the massive tornado around the inner keep, which is but a distant outline. Stratos Erodin, the last stalwart regent, cowers behind the walls of his castle. We won't be able to reach him through the storm. This place brings back unpleasant memories. I'm only interested in getting inside. Couldn't say. The powers fighting over this realm must have some notion of how to get inside, otherwise they wouldn't squabble for control of this blasted wasteland. We should track down someone with answers. Hear that? We're not alone. You catch an odd sound in the wind, a low moan hidden within a cacophony of swirling dirt and metal debris. The clouds of dust seem to close in upon you. Within them, you see patches of glowing red. Scarlet Chorus? No, those must be Banes! Our first Baneling attack! What are the other ones?
Heads up.
Let's see here. Scourge and Wisps. Let's check out their defenses. The Wisps are probably really weak against melee attacks. And the Scourge are kind of weak against stuns, crowd control, and magic. But they're kind of high on dodge. So maybe I should... first of all, I want to try to taunt you two.
We have company.
And then I want to try getting Kart over here. So we can try this new ability of ours. Iron Storm! Then I would like Lantry to use this on himself. The Spectral Blur, a defensive cooldown. That is a pretty good ability, I like that. I would also like Verse to... oh, you must rest. I can't do that one. Let's try to knock this guy down. Meanwhile, Beric, I would like you to do Striking Iron on the Scourge. Although he has a lot of dodge, so maybe on the Wisp.
I have no other way.
That was a nice attack. Next up, I need you to attack... Which one was weak to magic? I guess 85 is better than 65. Let's try that.
If I had kids, they'd be feeling that one.
Let's see here. Didn't you have... is anyone on Kart? I think they're both on Verse, judging from the lines there. So Kart should be able to get out. And then retaliate with one of these. Meanwhile, Verse, I would like you to skewer. That one might die with Kart's staff attack. So attack the Scourge. And if you haven't already, you should probably swap to your melee.
You got it.
No, it didn't kill him. But we did kill the Scourge. Now, you two focus down that one. Hopefully before Verse bites the dust. And then Verse, back off. Swap again to your bow. And we're gonna finish that Wisp. Probably with magic, which it seems to be sort of weak to. Meanwhile, Lantry, you have some magical abilities of your own.
I'll take care of it.
Sort of magical. Use this as well. That's good. How are you doing? He's badly injured. We should probably help him out with that. Beric, I would like you to go for the Scourge. And you guys focus on the Wisp, which is badly injured. Kart, do you have any magic available? Yes, you do.
Not so fast.
Come on, shock him!
Right.
Uh-oh, uh-oh. Drink up. Thank you. There we go! Our first Bane attack. The Bane are gone, their unnatural cries silenced, leaving only the tornado's violence in your ears. As the dust clouds recede, you spot a crouched figure on the wall above.
Fatebinder, look there, atop the walls.
Ooh,
We aren't alone.
Janos. He must be one of the cohort of Ash's daughter. Have we gotten a name for her yet? Do we not have a secondary thing for her? Guess not.
Let's be off.
The Edict attracted the Bane. Well, that is in line with my theory that Kyros' magic comes from the spires and the old walls. And the Bane seems to be a part of the old walls. A soldier kneels behind the ruined parapets. You can tell by his raiment, old stalwart gear, that he's an unbroken soldier. Oh, hello. He peers at you with a mixture of caution and curiosity. You handle Bane well enough, but what brings you to this forsaken place? He pauses as recognition dawns in his eyes. Oh, he's recognizing Barrick. You don't look like the typical rank and file of Kyros' army, but you are no son of Stalwart either. No, you're the Fatebinder who broke past the Vendrian Guard. I think you'll find yonder wind wall a tougher nut to crack than the Apex Citadel. I'm here to end the Edict of Storms. Is that how it works? Kyros casts an edict and sends lackeys to the cleanup effort. In that case, I'm glad we're still independent of you Imperial dogs. Rude. Enjoy it while it lasts. When the region is under our control, you'll be breaking your back digging mass graves. I'll be watching. Jesus verse. Jesus. I suggest you make like a storm and blow, because you're not getting inside this fortress. When you report back to your master, tell him that first Scout Janos sent you off with your tail tucked between your cheeks. Wait. I didn't hear anything to indicate that they hate Stratus Herodin, but why do you do that? He's a spineless old man who hides behind his soldiers and doesn't possess any of the values he hammers into others. Oh, sorry. I was talking about Graven Ash. Rude. Would that I had the strength to tear down this wall and kill him myself. I mean, we should be able to just walk up here. Herodin is a relic of the past, and we're looking to the future. We don't have any hope of squirming out from under Kyros' thumb, while the old regent enjoys his twilight years sipping dusty wine and hiding from the war. Do you know anything about Amelia? There's the name. Sorry, I didn't catch that. I'm not too good with names, and your voice isn't carrying over the winds. Impertinent scum! Climb over that wall and let me beat the truth out of you. What are the Bane doing here? Following some scent of magic. At least that would be the safest assumption. I have a hypothesis that when gathered in large enough numbers, they'll communicate through song, albeit one so shrill we can't hear it, and I think I'm boring even me, so I'll shut up now. I mean, I was fascinated. Don't you know anything? The Bane are drawn to Kyros' magic like flies around a corpse. This whole region is polluted with the Overlord's reek. Nowhere more so than the wind wall before us. Mind yourself around their claws, Fatebinder. It's said that once the Bane have you in their clutches, they never let go. How can I get inside Sentinel Stand? Throwing yourself into the wind wall comes to mind. Take a few steps inside and see how long it takes for the wind to strip you down to a skeleton. I'd love to stay in chat, but it's high time that I reported on your presence to my superior officer. He's seeing you, Fatebinder, though you might not see me. He ducks behind the parapet and vanishes into the obscurity of the storm. Damn that vain southern wretch! The Unbroken know the territory better than us, and take every opportunity to flaunt it. What was that scout even doing here? Look! There's a corpse on that wall! Might bear a closer look. I can't tell from here, but I think it's wearing his favorite colors. That might be worth checking out. Also, there might be like a secret door somewhere around here that he used to escape. Like through here. Maybe he just jumped down and went in an underground passage. Heavy bronze cuirass. Amelia's battle standard? That better not be her. The body has been here a long time, and the storm has long since eroded skin from bones. Tucked away in one of the gauntlets, you find the scrap of a distinctive battle standard. That's the general's family crest. Amelia and her unit must have come through here. It seems a lifetime ago that we marched on Sentinel Stand. At least this proves we were on the right track. So close too. The girl might still be alive out here. Tell me about Amelia and how you totally touched butts. She was always headstrong. Took after her father in that regard. She also demanded that the Legion treat her like an ordinary soldier whenever possible. Though in truth, she was far from ordinary. She's not an Archon like Ash, but she's vicious with a sword, and good with her troops. I sparred with her outside of the bastard city, and almost lost an ear for my troubles. So, what are the next steps? Ash bade us to bring order to the region, but we need to learn as much about its daughter as possible. I heard tell of an unbroken fort called Duskwatch. One of our soldiers has been imprisoned there since around the time Amelia's unit went missing. I'll wager anything that if we shatter the unbroken defensive, we'll learn more about her whereabouts. Barrack is correct. They took Callias captive, supposedly one of the stone shields who traveled with Amelia. You ought to make contact with Osmios, the commander in charge of taking Duskwatch. I'm sure he would appreciate the aid of a Fatebinder. You go on ahead. I need to double back and relay this to Ash. That should raise the old man's spirit, eh? It should. And we unlocked a new quest, or a new area to travel to. So let's backtrack out. Is there anything hidden out here? There might be. I wish I could just hop on over here.
No can do.
But no can do. Let's head out to the minimap. Or the world map. Also, what's this? Oh, I almost missed that. And onwards to Duskwatch Fort. Are you the commander we were sent to talk to? Crescent Runner. Haven't we met you before? As you can see, Duskwatch is closed off to the likes of us. Elsa would be taking shelter from the storm. But his favorite scout struggles to recall your features. Then his eyes opening dawning comprehension. Have we met before? I'm pretty sure I recognize that name. Ah! The Fatebinder of Tunon. Commander Osmios told me that I should look out for company, but I didn't expect anyone from this high up the food chain. Due east from here, our unit gathers its strength to take Duskwatch. Follow me. He glares up at Barrack in sudden bewilderment. You're the biggest stone shield I've ever seen. How do you run around in armor like that? Also, how do you smell like poop and sweat? With great effort, but I must keep moving around to stave off the rust. My calves have bulged to the size of piglets. I bet. He shakes his head in disbelief. Let's go. I say, and I veer off to explore. So that's the Duskwatch wall. I mean, I should be able to just squeeze through this hole here.
Won't happen.
There might be something hidden up here. Unless I meet some Duskwatch sentries. Which could happen. There might be a path like all around this place. I'm gonna explore. Hopefully find something hidden in the process. Oh, please don't be blocked off here. It seems good. It seems good. We have a good outline of the entire fort. It's sort of shaped like a heart. Almost. A crooked heart. I want to loot this. And here is the camp. I totally followed you. Present runner. Totally. Osmios. Greetings. The disfavored commander wears his armor over broad shoulders and stands as if he knows it all too well. Raven Ash protects. Osmios, 32nd Legion. A pleasure to have you join us. Even this close to Iron Hearth, we need all the help we can get. Still trapped, Barrack, I see. How are you faring under there, soldier? It is challenging enough to fit food through this stubborn iron bucket. I have gained several 100 pounds of iron and muscle over the last year. And I smell like a mass grave left open to the sun. But I am, for the moment, upright. As you might be able to tell, this fort is a tough nut to crack. I mean, I saw several like holes in the fortress walls here. The Unbroken are too keen on surrendering, and our preliminary attacks have yet to break through. One of our soldiers is chained inside, Callias, and we'll go to any length to get him out. What's your business at Duskwatch? I expect you've come to aid in the war effort, but when it comes to Tunal's agents, it pays to not make assumptions. Ash wants me to end the Edict of Storms and retrieve his daughter. Gold's worthy of song. It sounds like Ash has saved the best of the war for you. His confidence must be well deserved. Day and night, my forces have battered themselves against those walls, but even the tireless disfavored have their limits. I'm afraid we're out of commission until Ash's Aegis takes the edge off and knits our wounds closed. Ash's Edict is the mystical bond that Ash has to his troops. Makes them heal faster and makes them less likely to die if they're close by. You look lively enough. What say you help us get Callias out and soften up the Unbroken for execution? I need answer, not bodies. Killing the Unbroken might not help me. It's not often that I see restraints, but there we have it. In this case, I think you can spill some blood without losing sleep. Before we get too excited, your job is to infiltrate the base under cover of night and extract the prisoner. Don't let anyone spot you. If you alert them while inside, you'll be on your own. Callias is a good soldier, and he's been in Unbroken hands longer than anyone should have to endure. You might think him just another stone shield, but Ash holds the lives of his troops in high regard, so we should consider the recovery effort as important as taking Duskwatch itself. There are a few structural weaknesses along the perimeter, which should help you sneak in. After releasing Callias, open the front door from the inside. We'll flood the keep and make short work of Agathon's soldiers. Are you ready to begin? Just a minute, I found evidence that Ash's daughter passed by Sentinel Stand. Could Callias know more about her disappearance? If you've made such headway in the search for Amelia already, then Ash's trust is well displaced. But to the question of Callias, I can think of no reason for the Unbroken to keep him alive, save that he knows something. It has been some time since I allowed myself such optimism. If Callias traveled with Ash's daughter, then we have a chance of taking her back from the southern wretches. I need a moment to prepare. Well, don't take too long. I will not. However, that is going to be a tale for another day. Hit that thumbs up, leave a comment below and share the videos around. Everything helps to get the views up. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time.